Welcome to more SHOT Show 2024 coverage with your host, your favorite libertarian. Today I am joined by Adam of Holosun. He's a professional shooter for Holosun.
I do shoot for Holosun, yes sir.
He also films videos with weird people like me during SHOT Show.
Yes.
So he's a man of many hats, including a Holosun hat.
I was told not to talk to strangers, but SHOT Show, I guess you're supposed to talk to strangers. So
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they don't pay you. They don't pay people.
That's also true.
So why don't you show us, with your shooting expertise and your expertise of the products, what we have new here?
Yeah, so definitely one of the coolest things, and this is just in terms of proof of concept, is this guy. So this is our digital pistol sight, and the DPS for short. And what it is this is a thermal optic or thermal camera that sends a wireless image to this optic and gives you a thermal overlay on the optic. So as you're seeing a thermal picture through this optic. It's also still a white light. I won't blind the camera. And this is still a regular optic, so it can still run as either independently. But when combined and using wireless technology, you actually get a digital picture provided onto this optic. So technology-wise, where I find this incredibly interesting is where it can go. And one of my first thoughts was, one of the gentlemen that we talked to earlier today had those Google like glasses on that have AR or something built into them. The question was, could you do this and provide that through the glasses? So it amplifies what you can and can't do. And when I was a kid, this was Star Wars. I mean, this might as well have been Star Wars. So this is a really great concept that can go so many places that I probably can't even imagine half of them. So there's no release date, there's no price point yet. It's a proof of concept, but I'm sure you'll hear more from SHOT Show 2025, and obviously your favorite libertarian, to see more as to where this goes to. But proof of concept right now, so really cool.
And then questions on these. Do you know runtime, lumens for the output of the flashlight?
Yeah, right now there's such a prototype state that that really none that's finalized yet.
Okay.
So. The next thing we have, which we actually released last year at SHOT Show, is our night vision and thermal DRS or digital rifle sight. And these are actually shipping now for the night vision, and the thermal should ship in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Some upgrades since the last time that you guys probably have seen this is that the charging that was USB-C now has a magnetic charging option right there.
Okay.
It actually magnetically holds down the cover too, which helps protect all that. The batteries also had 2 star keys, and it's now a quick kind of a rationing system.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Way easier, and obviously in my opinion, if you're out in the field, this makes sense. Having a little star key probably doesn't.
The field.
Right out in the field. Never know what you're doing out there.
There's grass and everything.
Zombie apocalypse. I don't know what's happening. And then you have digital magnification in both of these. You also have the ability to record pictures and video as well. And you still use a regular red dot. And I think most of the time, this has probably spent 80-90% of its life as a regular red dot. Yeah. And then use the thermal or night vision as you need it. So those would be great. The night vision is about $1,000. Thermal is about $1,600. It's gonna be a great addition to anybody's their weapon setups and anything else that they have.
Is there a different view for either one? So like, is the night vision one green and the thermal's red? Are they both green?
They're both green.
How do you tell the difference?
Yeah, so they're both green. So in night vision, it's more of just it's brightening the image that you're seeing to just dumb it down to that level. And the thermal is looking for objects that are hotter than the surroundings. So for the thermal, there's different views like white hot, black hot. There's outline mode and there's fusion. I really like fusion a lot. It's kind of a mixture of them.
Okay.
But it kind of depends on what your mission set is. Just to use that word that you kind of hear a lot, and that is, if I'm looking and I just want to scan around and see if anything's out there, I'd probably be using thermal.
Okay. If
I want to ID what's out there and see if it's a human, is it Nate or is it Josh? I would look at the night vision and be like, okay, that's Nate.
Yeah, when I was looking through, I could see like facial features.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, you could tell if someone is having a breakout day or something.
Right. So those are 2 great options. Some of the big ones from SHOT Show this year, this one for sure, is the new Holosun Iris.
Wait. Before we get to that,
yeah,
I must know, how high does this put the optic? Do you know, as far as like, so 193, is it lower 1/3?
I want to say
it's got a lot underneath it.
I'll have to double check on that one because I don't recall off the top of my head where that puts that height over bore at.
All right, I'll try to put it in the top pinned comment.
We'll get you some information on that. The Holosun Iris is our new IR laser illuminator, visible laser. For those who have seen our offerings previously, they were a lot bulkier, sometimes they sat a lot higher. As you see on here, like this sits as close to the rail as possible. We're actually working around the rail when it comes to the crane connections, some other things. The other really cool thing that sets us apart from a lot of others is this switch right here, this glider, is how you're going to expand or condense your IR illuminator's field of view.
So it's like doing this.
Correct.
Or this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it expands it or contracts it. Usually when I'm closer to something, I may have it expanded a lot so I can see everything.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at a target I'm trying to engage at 50, 60, 80, 100 yards, I usually condense it some to get that better field of view.
And I've felt this. You have to push it, so it's not going to just accidentally do this or this.
Yeah, even with gloves on, like you can tactically feel the clicks, but you've got to intentionally be moving this thing.
Yeah, it's got some
purpose.
friction.
Yeah, and the reason why this is important in this one is before to use ours, you do a little knob back here to twist it, but you're taking your hand off of how you're engaging your target. Well, now I can do everything well still having my hand on the gun.
Yeah,
I'm not changing anything.
And each position on the dial was labeled, which is great unless it's dark and then you don't see the label.
Right.
So you just have to be like,
then you're
I think it's like 1
smaller.
click, 2 clicks.
Yeah. So this is going to be a great offering. Q2 of this year, about $800, give or take.
Dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, right? Then we have the Holosun Raid flashlight. This is about 80,000 candela, 1,000 lumens, 18650 battery internally, magnetic charging, or you can take the tail cap off and replace the battery itself.
Okay.
You also have a Picatinny and M-LOK rail attachment that come with it, which is huge because you usually get one or the other. You don't get both anymore. And then this can also be taken off and used as a handheld or Scout mounting options.
Yeah,
as well.
I was gonna ask. I saw these 2 legs, and I was hoping.
Yeah, so it has Scout.
Yeah.
You can also take the tail cap off. There'll be 2 tail caps, at least right now. One is your pressure switch like this right now, and the other one will have a crane switch as well. So we have all those different options.
For the battery, you said rechargeable. It's dual fuel, so can you put other batteries in as well?
Yes, it's 18650, so you can put that battery in there. As of right now, for this type right now,
Just 18650.
yeah, there's 18650 right now.
Okay.
The Q2 of this year, about $180. So
all right,
that's going to be a real market
competitive.
splasher.
Yeah.
And then we have the PID-K and the PID-K Plus, and these are 2 new pistol-mounted sights. The Plus has a visible laser coming out of it, and the regular PID-K does not have the laser, so that's how those delineate between the 2.
Okay.
About 10,000 candela, 1,000 lumens, and Q2 of this year, $140 to $180 based on the model that you're purchasing.
I mean, it's nice and short.
Yeah,
So if you want to be flush with muzzles and stuff, that
correct.
could be an
Yeah, so
option,
that K kind of shines on that one.
And do these just click sideways? Is that how you actuate them? Okay.
Yeah, and they're hard enough where you have to mean to do it, but they're soft enough where when you're shooting, they're kind of easy to actuate.
Yeah, so kind of how you would imagine, you can click on, click off, and you can hold down for momentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those should be 18350s. I just, off the top of my head, I wanted to say it was 1 to 3, but they're 18350s.
Okay.
And there is magnetic charging in the bottom as well. I should point that out also.
And so you just can use I don't think we have a cord here, but that would charge the battery that's in there. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right.
And then we have the newest offering for the SCS line, the solar charging site. And so this one is for the CZ P10.
Oh.
So this gives you a whole nother option for that, which is the CZ guys who are really excited for that. For those who don't know what the SCS is, the solar charging site, it mounts directly to the gun. So if you have a CZ P10, you buy the CZ P10. If you have a H&K or a Glock MOS, you buy those specific models. Your iron sights work with the optic, and the solar panel in the back actually charges an internal battery, and even a couple hours of charge time gets you months of run time. Single button design here in the back, and that does everything from change the reticle to turn it off if you want to do that. So,
and that's CZP10C, ZZP10, ZZP10, what's the super compact one? S? I think it's S.
It might be S. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Yeah,
It's
right.
one
I
of
mean,
those.
somebody will correct us, right?
I think it's all the same as far as the
as
slide
long as
goes.
as long as it shares that P10 footprint,
Yeah,
you'd be
it
good
should.
with that.
Okay. And what's the reticle? Is it a dot only?
Dot, circle, and circle dot.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do you know the MOA for the circle? Is it 32 MOA?
It's 32.
I think
with 2
one this
MOA
size
dot.
it would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pistol's dots are generally they are 32s, and then with 2 MOA dot and dot or circle.
And the solar panel is all you need? That's
Yep.
okay.
There's an internal battery it charges.
Okay.
And it keeps that charged. And so you're good to run right on that.
What's the runtime?
So
Infinity?
Pretty much, because this actually charges faster than it's used. So it's always taking in more than it's actually using. And so we had one person that came in. He's had his, I think it was a year and a half, and it was in a safety the entire time. Took it out, still going fine, no issues.
Exclusive. This is the future. You heard it here first.
Right. Zombie apocalypse, you're gonna be fine.
Oh, dude, yeah. My dad has a P10C, so.
Oh, so that's, you get him that. That's his Father's Day present, right? Or birthday
Maybe.
present? Or?
Well, don't watch this video, Dad.
Oh, that's right.
It's gonna spoil the surprise.
The new Holosun 6X magnifier. So lets you reach out and touch a little bit further.
How many X's did you say?
6X.
Okay.
So now we have a 3X option and a 6X.
Whew. You can keep talking. I'm just touching everything.
And then we have the a collab with Ronin Tactics, and so you're gonna see his logo here on this EPS. This is just our standard EPS with the Ronin on there. And then we also have this guy, which has the Ronin Tactics on the side. But this is the Ames Max. Some of you guys may have seen this last year as the Ames XL or double XL. This is the now referred to as the Ames Max. QD mounting on the side. Very large, generous viewport, as you can see. And a solar panel that probably could charge a Tesla car, but it'll definitely charge the optic. There's also not in the booth right now, we have a Ronin's 507 comp with our MRS or multiple reticle system with the dot, circle, and circle dot. And then we also have a SCS carry version of the SCS 320. And that'll use our K footprint as well.
Wow. And I'm always gonna ask, what's the height on this? Do you know?
I'd have to double check that one as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Lots of things are very intriguing on this table for me. All right. Well, I guess what everybody needs to know now to really know who you are as a person. If you could only have one AR-15 from your personal collection, what would it be and why? And also list the type of gear that you would have on it as well.
So
don't get it wrong.
Yeah, so it's specifically an AR-15. I would take my IWI Zion. If it was not an AR-15, but still a 223 or a similar situation, I would probably do a Tavor, like a Bullpup, X95, something like that, personally. And then setup-wise, I would probably honestly use one of these with our 3X magnifier behind it. I'd be a huge fan of that.
What barrel length are you doing? Obviously, the Tavor would probably be a 16.
Yeah,
inch, right?
those are 16. I do have a 13-inch one, but the 16-inch is fine. And I would probably do a 16 if I was doing, maybe a 14 and a half, but I usually run 16s for things.
Okay.
I'd run a 16 as well for the Zion. I would definitely, because I'd probably have my nods with me, so I would definitely be running the Iris. This would replace my current Holosun one because of the compact size and just the other features. And then I would be running this guy. My current IR setup has a white light built in, but this would definitely be the white light. And I'd probably have this like on a 45, a little bit of a
I like
offset.
45s.
Yeah, so I think I'd be running, that'd probably be the setup with some kind of a suppressor on there, a Huxworks or something like that suppressor.
I have a Huxworks.
Do you?
Did we just become best friends?
I was just gonna say the same thing. Are we like best friends now? Yeah, I think that'd be pretty close to my ideal setup right there, I think.
You got it right. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Where can they find all of this new and exciting stuff?
Obviously, your favorite libertarian. But
Where-
also
where if they want to buy it?
Holosun.com. You can learn more at Holosun.com. And then any fine retailer would have most of these items.
Only the finest.
Only the finest.
All right, I think that's everything. We covered pretty much everything. If you guys have more questions on any of these products here, put it in the comment section below. I'll bug someone over here at Holosun and see if I can get those questions answered for you. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. We know where to find you. We know how to get the cool stuff. And now all that's left to do is say goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks for watching 2024 SHOT Show coverage at Holosun's secret room with all the secret new stuff. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay free. God bless.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.